Hi, it's Liz, Mama 2 Crazy 5, and I'm gonna go on and warn y'all right now. I'm doing this voiceover sitting across from my 14-year-old, and my husband is in the other room playing his PlayStation, and they're playing a game of Let's Mess with Mom during her voiceover. So, this is your disclaimer. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a new way to use peel-off base coat on top of tips with dip powder nails. It's a technique that I recently was shown, and I have incorporated it, and I use it all the time now. Um, First, I want to show you guys the mani that is on my right hand. It is a mixture of purples, and it was meant to be a recreate photo. So here's the mani that is on my right hand, and here is the recreate photo that I was going from. Whether it was a hit or miss, I don't know, you guys decide, but yeah, so that's what's going on my right hand. So my left hand here, I've already put my tips, and I've already filed them and to shape, and I've already made them flush with my natural nail. So now I'm just going through with my Virgo Gem base, and I'm putting a line of base where the tip meets my natural nail. That way there's no level of elevation to show the differentiation between my natural nail and the nail tip. So I'm just putting a small line and dipping it into my clear, which is my Skyline soapworks. Double dipped is my favorite clear, but they had been out for a very long time, so I did have to get a substitute, and Skyline soapworks is a pretty amazing backup. So I do highly recommend their clear. It is awesome, but I have since snagged me 3 more jars of double dips clear, so I'm super excited about that. So I did go through, and I'm now dusting off my nails here after doing the line and 1 dip on each finger, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to do another full dip per finger into the clear. Now I would actually suggest doing 2 full dips, because while I was doing my initial voiceover that didn't record, I had just moments prior to that I had broken my thumbnail, and so I don't think that 2 dips of clear is sufficient to leave your nails strong and sturdy and capable of standing up to what you're trying to do in daily life. So this new technique that I'm showing you guys today, it was introduced to me by a wonderful lady in one of the Facebook groups. I don't remember off the top of my head which one, it's been a minute, but she actually explained to me her process, and that's kind of what I'm showing you guys today, because I tried it and it works great for me. It could work for you. So what I'm doing is I'm doing 2 full dips of clear with my tips on. Like I said, I would highly recommend 3. I've been doing 3 ever since my break, and it's been working out great. So I do the dips of clear, and then I'm going to activate, file, and buff. And then after doing that, I clean off my nails with an alcohol swab, the prep pads, which is what I use on a regular basis. And after that, then I apply a gel top coat. I cure the gel top coat for 60 seconds, and after that is when I apply my UNT peel-off base coat. Once I apply that, then I'm able to do my dip manicure on top freely, as I would like, and whenever I want to change it up, which is fairly often, I can literally just pop off my dip manicure only, and only the dip part comes off, the part that was on top of the UNT peel-off base coat. It is awesome. I can change my manicure as often as I like, and my nails still hold up. I change my tips themselves probably about every week and a half, 2 weeks, give or take. It just depends on the wear and tear. I do have 5 kids, so they keep me on my toes, not on my hands, but on my toes, but I do tend to change my tips rather frequently. So I'm going in here just doing another full dip. I've got my Virgo Gem base and my Skyline soapworks clear. So it's about, what is today? Today is August 12th.
August 12th.
I was a full month behind. August 12th, and my ragamuffins actually return to school on Tuesday, which is the 18th. So
No one cares.
Oh, I care. No, I care. I definitely care. Yeah. So they have been out since this whole coronavirus quarantine began, and quite honestly, I'm going to be completely honest with you, I don't remember what month that was, because they all kind of run in together now.
Hi, Marla. Mom talks about you a lot.
Micah is my oldest daughter. She's 14, and she was just giving a shout out to Marla Chris. I do talk about Marla a lot. She is somebody who's kind of taken me under her wing, and she's walked me through this whole process of becoming a YouTuber, and even before then, she walked me through a lot having to do with my nails. So
subscribe.
And she demands that you guys subscribe. And she's a teenager.
To Marla too.
To Marla as well. She is an angry teenager. You don't want to ruffle her feathers because, no, she's evil. Anyway, so I went through and I did my dip of clear. Now I'm just going to go through real quick and I'm going to activate. I have my Revel nail activator. Works just fine. It's Activator L. So I'm going through and I always do 2 coats of activator. Again, I did learn from Miss Marla. 2 coats of activator to make sure that everything is cured. And it's just, I mean, it's a full dip and a strip underneath, so it's not a lot to activate, but nevertheless I want to make sure that everything is cured completely. That way when I'm going to file, I don't end up taking up too much product and having to redip. So alright, after 2 minutes, the magic of editing, boom, here we are. Alcohol swab vape. That's awesome. Sorry, I didn't know my vape was in the first of the shot. That's great. So I'm going through with my alcohol swab prep pad just to make sure all of the debris is gone. I did wash my hands, but I just want to make sure there's nothing left on the nails, make sure my nail beds are nice and dry for the gel application process. So I have my Aimeili, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to apply a thin coat on each nail, making sure that I clean off any product that is deposited onto my skin surrounding my nails. You don't want to cure your nails with gel product on your skin because the product will cure to wherever it is. So it's not difficult to get off, but still nonetheless, why risk potentially hurting yourself or giving yourself another step that's, it's an unnecessary step. It can be avoided. So I'm just going to go through and apply a nice thin layer to each nail, and then I'm going to cure. So back on the school discussion. So of course it was brought to us as an option as parents, my husband and I, if we wanted our kids to do the at-home learning, that the school would provide Chromebooks, which they did for the remainder of last year as well, but they would provide Chromebooks for at-home learning, and the teachers would provide curriculum for the kids to basically seem like they are doing the same thing at school for the same amount of time at home that they would be doing at school. So that was an option, and returning to campus and doing campus learning was the other option. So my husband and I, we juggled it around and did the pros and cons of both options, and ultimately we decided to send the kids to school for campus learning. And the reason for that is because, the schools everywhere across the nation have all implemented procedures that sanitize and to help keep everything clean and to do what they can to potentially keep everybody safe. To avoid risk of spreading or any contact, they're going to have the 6 feet distance between each of them, even at lunch. And they do require the wearing of masks by faculty and students at all times, except for when they are going to be consuming their lunches, of course. So I did get my girls masks. 4 of my kids are girls, and they are all school age. My son is the baby, and he's 3, so he's not quite in school yet. But I did get all of my girls age-appropriate masks. They do make kid masks that are more suitable for a child-size head and face, so I highly recommend them. I did get them on Amazon. So I got those for my little ones. My son, in case I ever take him somewhere. My daughter, she's 5. I did get one for her as well. And then my older 2, they can wear adult-size masks, so I did get a pack for Audrey and Ariana, Audrey is 10 and Ariana's 13. So they will have their designated masks to wear every day, all day. And I just feel like it is crucial for them. I know that it's putting them at risk, okay? But even prior to COVID and prior to quarantine and prior to everything that's taken place ever since, there's always been some type of risk. There's always been a danger out there, so that's what we decided. And I would like some input on what you guys think, what you would have decided, just for, if not for any other reason, just for the discussion of it. you know, because I'm always I'm open-minded and open-hearted, and I think that we made the right decision because I feel like it's crucial for their mental health to be able to live somewhat of a similar life that they were accustomed to. You know, my kids are older, and they were accustomed to going to school every day for 9 months out of the year, being, you know, off for spring break, going back, winter break, going back, and then 3 months the summer, and then going back. That's just what they were accustomed to. And whenever COVID happened, they were quarantined and secluded in my home. I live in the country on an acre of land, and we were secluded. They were secluded in our home for a good 4 months straight, and they about went crazy. I mean, it's difficult on somebody's mental health, and I have my own mental health issues, so of course I'm always very sensitive and considerate to what they could be potentially affected by and how it could affect them. So I feel like it's crucial for their mental health as well as their social development. They have to be able to socialize. They just have to. So that's my stance on it.
She just wants us out of the house.
Well, that too. That too. I'm sure you guys can guess it's not easy being at home all day, every day with them. I love my kids, but go to school. Anyway, so back to nails. So now I did cured for 60 seconds. I did one coat of gel top coat and then cured. And they came out solid, sturdy, and they felt like they could handle pretty much anything. So I went ahead and I started to apply my UNT peel-off base coat. I do apply 2 coats of this, allowing each coat to dry completely in between and afterwards before beginning my dip process. I love using the UNT peel-off base coat when I started using that, and I realized how well it worked for me, and it suits me very well because, again, I do tend to change my manis pretty frequently. So it works very well for me, and whenever I determined that, I did go online to Amazon and order like 3 bottles more. So I use it with every single mani. It allows me to pop off my mani and then turn around and, you know, maybe do a light buff if there's any product left behind, you know, clean them with a alcohol prep swab. Oh my goodness, alcohol prep swab. And then I'm ready for another coat of UNT peel-off base coat, and I'm ready for a new mani. So it's super simple, it's super easy. I very rarely ever soak off in acetone now. My skin is showing vast improvement because I'm very rarely soaking off in acetone now. So it makes life a lot easier and a lot funner because I do like to dip quite a lot. I mean, it definitely keeps me sane. It's my therapy. If I don't do something with nails every single day, be it a swatch or be it just playing around with something, stamping something, I would go nuts. So I do something daily. So what I'm doing here is basically I'm applying the coat of UNT peel-off base coat to my nail, and then I'm wiping off both sides of the brush to get off any excess that is on the brush, and then I'm going over the nail again with the brush and wiping off the excess that I take off from my nail back into the brush, just to make sure that it allows for faster drying time, because patience is not my virtue. So the thinner the coat, the faster the dry. And it's okay if you get UNT peel-off base coat on your skin. I'm just going on and making sure that it's cleaned off of my sidewalls and everything's not flooded, just, you know, for the sake of application and presentation. Alright, so this is my second coat of UNT. There we go. And again, I applied this on top of gel clear top coat that was cured for 60 seconds. And once this coat dries, it will be ready to go, ready for an application with my dip products. So it's an awesome process. It's super easy, and it makes the longevity of my tips awesome. It's just awesome. Alright, so if you guys did find this video useful or helpful or entertaining in any way, please don't hesitate to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends,
Tell your mama.
Tell your mama, tell your auntie, tell your cousin, tell your brother's cousin, tell anybody twice removed. to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It really does help me out. And I thank you guys for watching. And again, I just hope it was really helpful. I aim to help. That's my goal. So I'm glad that I was able to make it through this voiceover in one swoop. And there was minimal background noise with my daughter, my husband. I'm sorry, with my 80-year-old daughter who quit smoking 20 years ago.
Very funny.
Again, thank you guys for watching, and I want you guys to have a great day, okay?
Yeah.